Oh, sorry, I didn't want to creep you out, but I'm like,
Wait.
dude, I've lived. I've actually lived.
Yeah.
Like I've had this great years. It was like awesome. And these are 65-year-old blokes who've missed their chance.
Yeah.
And their wife has left them and taken half. Both these guys actually, they've worked and worked and worked. In the end, the wife left them, took more than half of their stuff, so they were bones broke at the end, and they still hadn't even had a threesome. I'm like, man, thank God you told me that. I don't feel bad about being bad ever.
Tell you my threesome experience. Mike's 50th.
Wow.
Mike's
I was there.
50th. Yeah, you were there. No,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure it was Mike's 50th. Like, because I sat down. That's right, because I was sitting, like at the back. It had that big round kind of.
Yeah, the lounge thing.
Yeah. I was sitting there, and Alyssa went to get a drink for me, and you know him because I think Mike called. Oh, okay. Mike called him, and Pete. Remember Pete the copper?
Yes.
His flatmate, Mike's flatmate.
Yeah.
So there's Mike, Pete, and this other person. Mike referred to those three as the three amigos.
Wow.
Anyway, this one has come up to me and he's gone, my wife's pretty keen on you. Are you into threesomes? And I'm just like, oh, that's flattering. I'll let you know when I get to that point.
So it was 2 guys and a girl.
No, it was a guy and his wife.
Oh. Wow.
But he was telling me that his wife was the one that wanted it, but I'm pretty sure his wife didn't have a clue what he was saying to her.
Wow. I took my...
I told Mike too.
Yeah? Yeah? Mike could be going, why didn't you do it?
I can't remember his reaction.
Wow. Well, another funny story that involves Mike, actually. I was at I think it was a wedding. At the reception after, there was a friend we all know and love, but she was having a good time.
Yeah.
And it was only like 9 o'clock at night. It was, when you get offered like exactly like you were offered, you're like, geez. Because it was, this lady just came straight up to my wife and just said, I'm a swinger, I'm into threesomes. And then just started like cuddling and I felt awkward.
Yeah.
Even though I've loved it since that day. Like, thought about it often, but just so wow.
Is it like, because there's 2 girls and a guy threesome, or there's 2 blokes and a girl? Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, wow. Really? You? I mean, not that. And
No.
good on you. Good on you.
I'm pure.
Wow. But to think you've hung around like someone, that's cocaine and ice stuff is just like madness world.
But it is. And like, see, the other thing I'm proud of is I've never had ass sex. Are we allowed to say that?
You can say anything you want. Say it again, but. Really?
No, but he used to
drink,
get off.
though?
Yeah, I know.
Ah.
He used to get off on it, but because I was like, no, wrong, I was actually looking at a pair of undies online the other day too, and it had I'll do anything for love on the front, but I won't do that on the back. And I was like, I need them.
Wow.
I need those undies. But in the end, Drew, what are you doing to me?
Say it. Make it
In
a great
the
one.
end,
Yeah.
he used to get off on how tight my ass was just to look at it, because he's like, I usually have these big gaping holes looking at me, but yours is such a virgin hole. That's all right, as long as you're getting off on it.
Oh, thanks for the imagery.
I can't let Dan listen to
Well, funnily, yeah, geez. We'll just release this in Yugoslavia.
Yeah.
Where they do that.
We don't edit, do we?
No.
Oh, my God.
No, I control the buttons. Well, here's the opposite coin. Someone I don't even know. On Saturday night, I was at a gig, and after the gig, we went out to Twin Towns. I don't even know this person. And I'm with my mate from Melbourne. And I'm saying, hey, mate, you're single. You're up in town. And here's someone we don't know, but I know she's single. And, and they actually naturally, like, what do you call it? They started chatting early on. Like, they could see it. Well, look, we're 2 single people in this gig. We went out afterwards. within like 15 minutes, she announced to us both that she loves to suck cock and she takes it up the arse.
Wow. That's not very forward,
It's
is
a
it?
wild world out there. Crazy. Why
What
are
do
you
you
embarrassed when
do?
I say it?
What do you
I just
do,
had to listen to your
though?
story.
I know. Sorry about that. I'm a female.
Yeah, but it's like we both kind of we're drinking our beers. We nearly like spat it out. Like, whoa.
You were. I was going to say, what do you say?
Yeah.
Do you mind?
Go for it. Light them up. We're indoors and light a ciggy like it's 1980.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to reverse the roles now. I'm going to be the interviewer. So, being a musician, what do you think of James Rain's song being copied by? Gee. Guns N' Roses.
Ah, I saw that, but I didn't click on it. Sweet Child of Mine, right?
Sweet Child of Mine.
Yep.
Do you know which Ozzy Crawl song it is?
No.
Unpublished Critics.
Sing it.
I don't
Come
know the
on.
words.
You were
I
just
don't know
saying
the
you could
words.
audition for the band. Go.
I don't know the words. I just know it's like, I gotta get away to get away to get away. Remember that one?
Yep. Yep. Yeah, I
That
do.
one. Yeah, and it actually, because that Richard Wilkins played it with Sweet Child of
Yep.
Mine, like together, and they sound really, really
Wow.
similar. Yeah, so I
You
was
know
going to
how-
ask your opinion, but I guess you don't have
I
one.
don't
if you
know it. But, you know, if I have my iPhone here, there's this new app called, there's an iPhone app that you play a song
Yeah.
and it'll go, bang, this is a sample. No, who sampled it's called, right? So, if, like, I loved Beck in the 90s, you know. So, I'm a
The
loser,
beer.
baby, so why don't you, it's Beck.
I thought you were saying Beck the beer. Is there a beer called Beck?
There is.
There is.
Yeah,
That's what
German
I thought you
beer,
were
I think.
talking.
No, English something. Hang on, another burp.
So
Right.
there's an artist called Beck.
Yeah, you know.
Do I?
I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me? So, two
No.
turntables and a microphone.
No.
Are you kidding me? I thought
When
you were
was
cool.
that? No. Oh, there's a period of my life that's got a big hole in it.
Yeah.
Like from when I gave birth to Alyssa.
Tight hole.
What are you doing?
Not a game.
Wait.
No, seriously, Beck, you know.
So if it was early 90s, that's where my hole is.
Loser was the biggest song. So, in Perdidor, I'm a loser, baby, so why don't you kill me?
No,
So,
I can't say I know that song.
in
Was it early
Perdidor.
90s? Oh, actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Father's
I do
hand,
know
just
that.
clap your hands, just clap your hands. Yeah.
Sing that bit again, the bit that you just sang
So, in Perdidor,
there. Yeah, I
I'm a
know.
loser,
Yeah.
baby. Yeah, so he had a bunch of songs you'd probably recognize. Okay, well, if you play his song through WhatsApp, they go, oh, okay, the intro to that song, he sampled from this record.
No
so,
way.
yeah, so you get all these like songs.
Mike's
Oh my,
gonna get smelly. Is that
I don't care.
all right?
Yeah, so you go, oh my God, you can see how this guy has just taken this little chorus from that song in the
Yeah.
music, put this bit there, put this bit there. Well, so I played a Stroke song, last night she said, oh baby, I feel so down. You call me up.
No.
Oh my God, get
Sorry.
out, get out, get out. Anyway,
Yep.
I played that and it was an exact, there's a musical section in that song where it's a who's the dude from the Traveling Wilburys? But he's not from the Traveling Wilburys. That came later.
No.
Anyway, there's a bit in that song that they didn't even know they ripped off,
Yeah.
and it's exact though. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah. So I'll bet if they played Sweet Child of Mine, Australian Crawl came up and they went, "Oh my God!"
It wasn't even Australian Crawl though. It was actually
James
their
Rain.
fans. Their fans were the ones that apparently said
Yeah.
because when we first heard about it on the radio on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Sorry.
It's a basic chord progression.
Well, because Dan and I were like, that came out years ago. It came out like 30 years ago. We found out later.
Yeah.
So we're like, why now? But apparently, according to Richard Wilkins, I love Richard Wilkins. According to him, it's always been there. The fans have always claimed that that song is a rip-off.
Really?
Yeah, but
But it must
it's
only be the chords. Or is it the chorus? Dun, dun,
no, it's the
dun,
beginning.
dun.
Like it's like
What? Not do 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 do.
no. That's
Yeah.
like totally unique.
She's got a smile
that bit,
that it
yeah,
seems to
from there,
every
yeah.
night. Is it the vocal melody? No, or the guitars like. Dun, dun, dun,
It's the vocal
dun, dun,
melody.
dun. Wow.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's interesting? That would be interesting because on Guns N' Roses' first record, they covered a Australian song by Rose Tattoo. Like their very
Rose
first record,
Tattoo.
they did a live album, but it wasn't live. But they did a Mama Kin or something. Yeah, they actually copied an Aussie band's, Rose Tattoo. Angry
Yeah.
Anderson. Yeah. So
Angry Anderson.
imagine if they went searching at that time for Aussie things like, Australia, if you're in LA, came across that and go, wow, I love that melody. I'm going to steal it. No one will ever know. I'm going to make lots of money. I'm going to wear a top hat and I'm going to get around in cowboy boots.
Yeah. But like if you want to get all technical about it, like I'm sure a lot of songs are rip-offs of classical music because there's only a certain amount of, combinations to the, what is it, 7 chords? Is it 7? I don't know.
A, B, C, D, F, G. Oh, no, there's lots more. But, yes and no. I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, no. I know. Well, that's a pretty hard question to answer. There's a million chords, but how many notes? A. See, there's A sharp, B.
Flats.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
But you're right. Oh, there's another burp. Beethoven, who was the blind guy, the deaf guy? Beethoven was blind. He
went deaf, didn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I think he ended up deaf. Oh, I don't know. I'm
a lot of his things he would copy from bird noises, or he'd hear things like well, he'd copy from a bird.
Is that Beethoven?
I think so. I haven't heard that for a long time. When was the last time you heard some Beethoven?
Oh, I hear it all the time, and Tchaikovsky and Chopin.
How?
My mum plays piano. She loves classical piano.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice. But in real life, remember in the 80s where you were only sort of one step away from hearing the words Mozart, Beethoven on TV when they were selling KTEL records?
KTEL record?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And they'd have, they talk about the greatest hits of Beethoven.
They did
and shit like that. Like, that never happens now. Ever. I can't tell you the last time I heard Beethoven mentioned. Just like kids don't remember the Beatles now, it's sort of like gone an extra step.
Yeah. I don't know. I like classical music. Though.
Same.
Yeah. So sometimes, and I don't know, if you obviously don't go looking for classical music on YouTube, but because I get sick of listening to the radio. I get sick of listening to the radio. I get sick of listening to my iPod because it's always the same song. So I think, what can I put on while I do my housework? And so I'll go to YouTube. And I actually YouTube, if you go and say type in so like Four Seasons from Vivaldi, it's like 10 hours long.
Wow.
Wow. So I just
that's a great idea.
Yeah, it's fun.
Wow. Because have you seen the movie Idiocracy?
No.
That's a great movie. Think of classical music, okay?
Yeah.
How detailed, and it goes for, those songs were massive, and they'd have orchestras. Like, to think that 150 years ago they had full orchestras of brass, like instruments they had to make, tune, loads of people, and that was music. So the film Idiocracy is about how we're getting dumber. It's a really funny movie, actually. So by the year 2555, I think it's based in, we're just like, you know how right now all the basketballers get paid way more than the president?
Yeah.
Like right as we speak.
Sorry.
What's that music?
It's my phone.
Da-na-na. It's Led Zeppelin.
It's Led Zeppelin.
Na-na-na. That's got to be the greatest riff.
Daniel. Dan? Hey. I'm still here. I was running late because I got caught in traffic.
Hey, mate.
Drew says hello.
Drew says, mate.
Hold on.
Dan.
Hold on. Wait.
Dan, it's Drew. Hey, mate. Yeah, good. Good, thanks, mate. I miss you.